right, so we're going to go over the cards that Amy the Amazonian, she was given the white alchemy cards, and Covert Go Blue was giving the blue alchemy cards. These are cards that are coming to Arena on 9th, December 9th. So I just want to go over them and their playability. So let's see, we have Inquisitor Captain, which is a 4-mana 3/3, and it says when Inquisitor Captain enters the battlefield, if there are 20 or more creature cards with mana value 3 or less among cards in your graveyard, hand, and library, seek 2 creature cards with mana value 3 or less, put them on the battlefield, and shuffle other. Wow. Wait, what? Is this like a white cocoa? This is the battlefield if there are 20 or more creature cards. Seek 2 creature cards with mana value 3 or less. Put one of them into the battlefield and the other into your library. I mean, that's pretty good. It's like a white click company. It's a 4-mana 3/3 that also you get to pick 1 or 2 cards to play from your deck. One goes into play, one goes back into the deck. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this card's great, very solid. It's just a white click. It's just a white click company. Obviously, this card should very much see play. Very powerful, very powerful effect, and especially since it gets a 3-drop. Like there are some 3-drops that are kind of absurd that you can mix and match. Like even hitting like something like a Rotting Regisaur, if you play like black white or something. There are some very powerful 3-drops in Historic too. Anyways, next one, Ethereal Escort, 3 mana for a 3/3 lifelink. When this thing is a battlefield or attacks, choose a card in your hand. It perpetually gains lifelink. This card is super sweet. I like this card too. It seems great against the aggro players. And just pretty sweet in general, like giving something like Anger the Gods lifelink, or if you want to meme, give something like Star of Extinction lifelink, or Magma Opus lifelink, and that card perpetually gains lifelink. So if you're able to like rebuy it somehow, you'll gain all that life again. And this thing gets out of hand, like maybe you play it like a Boros Burn deck, right? Like just red white burn. And this thing giving your spells lifelink is pretty huge. Super cool card. Is it playable? It's playable, but it's not a card you just jam in your deck. This is definitely a build around me type card. And that's really cool. I like that. Also, this card gets like Knight of the Relic. Like, there's a lot of good 3-drops in Historic. Like, I guess like again, Rotting Regisaur, off the top of my head, like Knight of the Reliquary. It gets that creature, faceless, whatever, changeling, that also draws you a card if you want, or it gets you the Marshal that gets a 1-drop. Pretty good. Suntail Squadron, 4 mana, instant. Conjure a card named Suntail Hawk into your hand. If you have fewer than 7 cards, repeat this process. Suntail Hawk is a 1-mana 1/2. So basically you just fill your hands with 1/2s. This could work with something like Zombie Infestation, or like something that cares about discarding cards. It's pretty cool. Definitely another card that asks you to build around it, not necessarily just jam in your deck. But, and again, these are all cards these are cards that exist because of Alchemy. Like this card wouldn't exist in paper. Slayer's Bounty, 1 mana, legendary artifact clue. When it comes into play, look at the creature cards in your opponent's hand. Whenever you sacrifice Slayer's Bounty or another clue, draft a card from Slayer's Bounty spellbook. So basically, and then this thing you can sacrifice to draw a card. So basically, you get to draw a card and go in the spellbook. I believe the spellbook is this. Tell us what it is, what it is. I think it's 15 cards. So Bounty Agent, Outflank, Bounding Gold, just removal spell, Bring a Trial. Basically, like, mostly removal spells. Glass Casket. I wish they showed the cards here, though. Reprobation, Call the Culprit, Compulsory Arrest, Expel. Basically cards, mostly things that, like, exile. Raise the Alarm is exile, but other ones kind of do. This card's very powerful, though. It's super sweet. It's one, like, it's literally divination. It's like a blue, it's white card draw. You get to draw a card, literally, and you get to discover one of these cards. And then if you have other clues, your other clues become insane. This card makes Thraben Inspector really, really good as well. It pumps up the Inspector gadget. Sigarda Evangel. 2 mana for a 3/1. Already pretty good. When this thing enters the battlefield, conjure a card named Sigarda Evangel into your hand. Discard that card at the beginning of your next end step. When this thing enters the battlefield, tap target opponent you don't control. Oh wow. That's really good. So basically, like, you can just refill the board. So like, if you have 6 mana, you can play 3 of these. Right? It just fills the board up for as much mana as you have. This card is another card that's very, very good. Another card to make board wipes garbage. White gets a lot of powerful cards. This is kind of absurd. These are all really, really powerful cards. Alright. Anyways, next one. I guess white does need some support, but wow. Divine Purge. 3 mana. Exile all creatures and artifacts with mana value 3 or less. They perpetually gain. This spell costs 2 more to cast, and this permanent enters the battlefield tapped. For as long as each of them remain exiled, its owner may play it. So basically, this is like a 3 mana Wrath that exiles cheap artifacts and creatures, and they can replay them. However, if you purge them again, those cards cost even more to cast, which is kind of annoying. So like, so if you purge, and then you play a creature that costs, like, let's say 1 mana, but it costs 3 mana now because perpetually costs 2 more. Then you purge it again, it's going to cost 5 mana for your 1-drop next time. So, though I'm not sure if it's better than just a normal Wrath, but options doesn't hurt. Definitely a sideboard card, a solid sideboard card. Angel of Unity, 2 mana 1/3, flying lifelink. Whenever this thing enters the battlefield or you cast a party spell, choose a party creature in your hand. Perpetually gains +1/+1. This card's great. It's sweet. The party mechanic could use help, and this is not a card that you just jam in your aggro deck or whatever. So this helps the party mechanic a lot, and the party mechanic definitely needs help. So that's a cool one to include. Captain Everheart is 2 mana 1/1 lifelink. Sorry, double strike. Spells cast from one card you drew this turn cost 1 less to cast, and spells cast from one card your opponents drew this turn cost 1 more to cast. This is just another Thalia effect. I'm personally tired of these cards. I'm not a fan of these cards. They're super annoying. They're just super annoying. I just want to play Magic, and these cards like just tax the crap out of you. And it's just, personally, it's annoying. I'm not a fan. And also, like, it's going to create feel bads if when your opponent plays this on turn 2, and then they draw Coco, and it costs 3 mana because, you know, this thing says this thing says so, and then you play it, and it just, you know, boom, you get to bring you get to Coco. This card works really well with things that can pump it. So Luminarch Aspirant, again, it has double strike, so any way to pump this card is also works really well. Absorb Energy. These were cards spoiled on the stream. I don't think this card's that great, personally. I think you just play Archimedes Charm or just a regular counter spell. Geist Channeler is cool because it makes the spell cost perpetually less, and it's something that costs 3 or more. Bam, Geist Channeler. Patient Zero is cool, but I don't think it's really playable. Zombies doesn't really care about damage not being removed. Torolf Disciple is powerful. getting lightning bolts. This one will see play. It's definitely just a solid card. Ishkana, I don't think it's that great. Or begin anew, I don't think it's that great either. Destroying our creatures, giving creatures in hand potentially +1 isn't very impressive. Ominous Traveler also isn't, I don't think that's solid either. If it was a changeling, again, these are cards we went over yesterday, but you can see them in a different YouTube video. It'd be good. I also don't think Gitrog is that great. I think it's fine, but nothing crazy. Huge fan of Forsaken Crossroads though. Angel of Eternal Dawn is a 3-mana 2/4 with flying. It says when Angel enters the battlefield, it becomes day. It cannot become night. Your opponents can't cast spells with mana value greater than the number of turns they've begun. So this is very good against ramp decks. It's also really good against. It's also. That card's really annoying though. That card's really freaking good. It's 2/4. Card's obnoxiously good, but yeah, good card as well. Another good white card, but again, it's like taxing. It's taxing. It's more taxing crap. I'm tired of taxing. Stop taxing me. Faithful Disciple, 2-mana 2/2 with vigilance. When it dies, you get to draft a card from its spellbook. Here we go. So when it dies, you get Procession. That's cool. Crusade, cool, cool, awesome. All the glitters. These are all pretty good cards. That one's not good. That one's alright. That one's fine. Draws a card. That one's whatever. That one's whatever. This is pretty good. When it dies, you get some powerful options. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this cleric, especially in a cleric type deck. Pretty sweet card. That one's sweet. So that card is sweet. I'm a fan of that one. We went over the Slayer's Bounty. It's really good. Expedition Supplier is a 3-mana 2/2. It says when this thing or another human enters the battlefield under your control, conjure a card named Utility Knife on the battlefield. What's Utility Knife? When this enters the battlefield, tap target creature you control, or attach it to. Okay, so he basically makes a bunch of knives. Sure. It's fine. I don't think it's that doesn't seem that great to me, but it's card advantage for that style deck. Divine Purge probably printed for this card, making all the knives. Alright. So those are the white cards. We go over the blue cards. Unexpected Conversion. So 3 mana to draw 2 cards. Okay, so it's already Divination. And then you may exile an instant or sorcery card from your hand. If you do, search your hand and library for any number of cards with the same name, exile them, and shuffle. Seek an instant or sorcery card for each card exiled from your hand this way. Oh, that's cool. So basically you draw 2 cards. And then you can exile cards from your hand if you want, and then you get to also redraw for those cards. This is really cool because it allows you to play cards in best of 1 that you might necessarily not really want. So like if you conversion and you exile something like you're playing against control, like, you know what? Okay, I don't want Doom Scars against control. So you exile your Doom Scars. You never have to draw them anymore, and you get to replace them ones in your hand. Or if you're playing as like aggro and you're like, all right, Dovin's Veto is just too much. I don't have time to veto my opponent's stuff or whatever. Yeah, this card's cool. Just strictly better Divination with more upside. I like it. I like it. I like it. Tireless Angler, 3 mana for a 1/4. Whenever an island enters the battlefield under your control, draft a card. Oh my god, this is Void Pointer. This is Void Pointer and Bocce when they get fucking old as fuck. Boomers. So basically he catches, nice. He catches all these. Fleet Swallower, Piranha, Mystic Skyfish, The Kraken is a good one. These are terrible. Pouncing Shore Shark is meh. Octopus is decent. Megalodon is pretty bad. Gray Shark is okay. So the good one, they all kind of suck. I guess isn't that bad. The best ones are the Kraken, Octopus, Gray Shark. Shore Shark also isn't terrible. The rest are pretty meh, but I love the whatchamacallit, not the lore, the flavor of the card. Don't think it's that good though. Sinister Reflections. Conjure a duplicate of each of up to 2 target non-token creatures you control into your hand. I actually love this card. This card is a combo card and it just does really cool things. It allows you to play more than 4 copies. It also works really well with the other blue card down here. Where is it? It works well with Geist Channeler. So if you Geist Channeler a 5-drop, that 5-drop now costs 3 mana, right? Perpetually. So it costs 3 mana. You get to play it, and if you want, you get to copy those cards, and those cards that you copy also cost less. Reflection is definitely a builder on me card. It's super sweet. I'm definitely excited for this card. It's asking you to build around it, potentially make a combo out of it. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this one for sure. Super cool. Rime Wall Protector for 3 mana, so 3/4 with ward 1. When this thing enters the battlefield, each other giant and wizard you control, and each giant or wizard card in your hand perpetually gain ward 1. Meh. 3 mana, 3/4, but it's whatever. Oh wait, am I wrong? Sorry, I'm wrong. That doesn't work. Guys, the guys think it's non-creatures, right? Okay, never mind. That doesn't work. Still, regardless, still a fan of it. Not what I thought it was, but still a fan. Good catch though. Oglar, Devoted Assistant. 2 mana for a 1/1. Oh my god, it's Legendary Homunculus. And it says at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put one of them into your graveyard. Whenever a creature card is put into your graveyard from your library or hand, it perpetually gains when this card leaves your graveyard. Make a 2/2 tap zombie creature token. This card's really good, especially if you're able to like mill like a Skyclave Shade, or any of the black zombies that you can return to your hand. There's a lot of them. By playing lands, or by having less cards in play, or by like Gravecrawler, or dealing damage to the opponent. No, I like this card. That's just one use for it. This card has plenty more uses. It's definitely another card that says build around me, which I like. Obsessive Collector. 4 mana for 4/3 ward 2. And flying. When it says whenever this thing deals combat damage to a player, seek a card with mana value equal to the number of cards in your hand. This card isn't really playable. 1, it's 4 mana 4/3 that has no text when it comes into play. It's just not good enough. Cards like this need to be way cheaper, or need to have an ability or need to have the ability when they come into play. Kindred Denial, 4 mana, counter a spell. See a card with the same mana value as that spell. I wish this was a little different. I wish it was like counter a spell, and then it said pick a number. Like see a card. Like if you counter a 4-drop, you can pick a number between 1 and 4, and seek one of those cards. But seeking the exact mana value, it's basically just at this point I'd rather just play Dismiss. Dismiss is just 4 mana, counter a spell, draw a card. I feel like Dismiss is a lot safer than Denial personally. And Dismiss isn't really playable, so this one isn't really playable either. Geist of Regret, 5 mana for 4/5 flying. Okay. When Geist of Regret enters the battlefield, put a random instant card from your graveyard. Sorry. When this thing enters the battlefield, put a random instant card from your library into your graveyard. Then put a random sorcery card from your library into your graveyard. So you basically get a sorcery instant, put it in your graveyard. Then it says, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your graveyard, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Yeah, this card's good. This card's sweet. It's a sweet one. It's definitely a meme and asks you to build around it. Is it good? I don't know. These cards are just, sorry, chat, are these cards for historic or standard too? Oh, this is for standard too. Okay, this card might, these cards are a lot better than, these cards are pretty powerful for standard. Holy crap. That card might be playable. It's playable in historic. We can like, you know, Music's Mastery and Ultimatum or something. Okay, so yeah, these are also standard. These cards are going to change. They're going to change standard a lot. Very powerful cards. Yeah, so these are alchemy and historic. Alchemy is basically standard, but with these cards. Discover the formula. Costs 6 mana. It's an instant. It says seek 3 non-land cards. The non-lands cards in your hand perpetually gain. This spell costs 1 less to cast. Love this card. It's expensive, but it's very powerful, and it always guarantees you don't draw lands. So the cards you do seek out are always obviously spells, like they're some sort of spells. So that's super sweet. I like that. I like it. Expensive, very expensive, but also it reminds me of what's that card? There's a card in Runeterra, Progress Day. It's like Progress Day in Runeterra, and if you played Hex, which I'm sure a lot of people did not play Hex. There was a version of this exact card that cost 5 mana, called Zodiac something. Basically, it was 5 mana of this, but sorcery speed. It's pretty good. Clone Crafter for 2 mana. It says it's a 1/2. When this enters the battlefield, conjure a duplicate of a random creature card from your opponent's library into your hand. Perpetually gains, you may spend mana as though a mana of any color to cast a spell. That's cool. It's a card that you really want to be able to like blink or rebuy some way. I feel like they printed a lot of good like teleportation circle, like maybe like a blue-white teleportation circle deck, like I don't know, like there's a lot of like good effects, like blinking things with circle seems sweet as a blue option, right? Or even like the escort seems decent. Not that great, but blinking Inquisitor seems powerful as well. Blinking the Evangel seems good with the circle. Very interesting. Or blinking this too. So what does seek mean? Seek will, if something says seek a creature, you basically will seek from the top of your deck the card closest to the top. If it's a creature, it's the creature close to the top of your deck. You will just draw it. Where in standard, if something was seek, you'd have to like basically reveal cards from top of your library until you reveal a creature and show it to your opponent and put in your hand. However, with seek, your opponent does not get to see the card because it's digital, and you can't like cheat or anything. So pretty cool. It's actually random, not order. I thought seek was. Is it random? You just seek randomly? I thought it was from top of the deck. Okay, I'm wrong. Seek is random. My apologies. Regardless, it's still a sweet effect. So it says seek a creature. You basically get a creature, any creature from your deck that's seeking, puts in your hand or whatever. All right, still cool. These cards are really powerful though for standard. This card, this like I said this card might not be good enough, but like I mean 3/3/4 is pretty solid. I like it. Love this card. Oh man, I wonder what the other ones will have. We're still missing green, red, and black, right? Does it say which content creator has what colors? We knew Amy and CGB had what color of each. Huh. And I have a color for Tuesday. So for Tuesday, I'll be revealing a color. And all the cards in it. And I'm just gonna say, they're fucking sweet. I've never been more excited, and never have I ever revealed cards that are just so cool and powerful. So I'll say that. Then again, we did reveal Shark Typhoon, which was a staple in Standard and Historic. And we did reveal Faceless Haven, which is also a staple in Standard and Historic, and it's being nerfed in Alchemy. So we have had some very powerful cards. And I'm telling you, the cards I'm revealing too are also really sweet and obviously powerful.